Hello. So today is the first time that I really talk to you just like this, and it's because I want to do a test. I take this test from Psychology Today. It's called Relationship Attachment Style Test. It says here, from early on in life, we develop an attachment style to our primary caregivers that tends to remain constant. This attachment style has a profound effect not only on our emotional development but also upon the health of our relationships. The main six attachment styles are secure, anxious-ambivalent, dismissive-avoidant, fearful-avoidant, dependent, and codependent. And it's something that is very difficult to change. We can change it, however, but it would be quite a long journey. The very first step, if we want to change it, is to know what is our attachment style. From the knowing, then we know what do we need to change and then how to change it. I said that we might need to change it because there are some attachment styles that are not very helpful for us if we want to have like a healthy relationship. My aim today is just to take this test and to read to you all the questions and maybe my thought about that and my answers, and maybe as I answer the questions you can also answer the same, and to see if we have similar answers or if it's like completely different than each other. And I do believe that this test will help you sort of self-reflections, and I hope that you will also be able to do the same. So let's do it. I let my partner decide everything for me. Of course, it's not true. We make decision together, or maybe if it's like small decisions, sometimes I leave it for him if I don't really care about it, or sometimes I make the decision and then he just take whatever I choose. Having to depend on other people makes me uneasy. Yeah, it's true. I would like to be like independent too. I worry that my partner cares less about me than I care about him or her. No, this is definitely false. It's hard for me to let my walls down. Yeah, this is true. It's very difficult for me to really open up. I think people just know me like one side of me, and the other person knows another side of me, but nobody really knows like 100% of me. I disregard my own preferences in order to please others. Sometimes yes, if it's not like a very important thing, that it's better to just keep the harmony in the group. I get stressed out about being dumped when I am in a relationship. I think before I was like that with my previous relationships, but I think now not anymore because I really know for sure that my boyfriend loves me, and things will be okay. My sense of self-worth depends entirely on my partner's satisfaction with me. I would say completely false. I do like it if my partner's like feeling satisfied with things that I achieve in my life, but I I don't feel like my self-worth rely on his satisfaction. So if my partner didn't want me to see my friends, I would do as he or she wishes. No, this is completely false. If I was continuously mistreated or abused by my partner, emotionally, psychologically, or physically, I would leave the relationship. Yeah, for sure. I feel resentful when my partner refuses my help with something. Resentful is a very strong word. I do feel bad, like bad in a very broad sense. Like if I want to help my partner and then he said he doesn't need my help, like because I can contribute to something, but it's not like resentful. I prefer to keep my partner at a distance. I prefer to keep my partner at a distance. No, uh, it's good to have a little bit of distance, of course, every now and then. We need our own space, so I would say mostly false. I disregard my own core values when they are in conflict with my partner's demands or behavior. No, I would say mostly false. Maybe again we can compromise, but if it's really like my core values, then yeah, I will not let it go, and we just need to talk about it. I offer people advice even when they don't ask for it. Yeah, sometimes I do that. I hate myself for that, but yeah, sometimes, a lot of times I do that. So when the romantic partner wants to be closer to me on an emotional level, I get nervous to open up for something for the first time. I think it takes a lot of courage and it will make me feel nervous. So I need to take control of my partner's life because he or she would be lost without me. No, he would be fine without me. People I date are reluctant to get as close to me as I would like them to. No, I think it's the other way around. It's from more of my side that I feel reluctant. I have a hard time fully trusting romantic partners. I would say it's not like it's a hard time, but it's a progression. Like, of course, you would not, or I would not trust somebody like just like that. Well, now I trust my partner completely, or at least I trust my judgment and my opinion on him. In my relationship, I want things to be done my way. I would say some was true, false, in the middle. Sometimes I want it my way, and sometimes I let him do it his way. And most of the time, I think our way is my way and his way is similar to each other, so it just works. So I fear that my partner would reject me if I were to express how I really feel. Hmm, no, completely false. I cling to my relationships as if my life depended on them and I cannot let go. It's difficult for me to let go, but it's not like it's my life. Well, I would say some was true or false in the middle. I assume total responsibility for my partner's happiness. No, I'm not in charge of his happiness and he's not in charge of my happiness, but we just happen to make each other happy. I tell my partner what to do. For example, what to wear, what to eat, etc. No. Whether it involves emotional expression or developing a deep, intimate bond, you're this you're the type of person who is very at ease getting close to a partner. You're also comfortable relying on your partner when necessary, as well as having him or her dependent upon you in times of need. Yeah, well, I think this is a good report, I would say. It's in between. And of course, yeah, if I want to the full report, I have to pay. But that's okay. I think this does help me to reflect upon myself. And yeah, I hope this can also help you to reflect on yourself. It says this report is intended for personal growth purposes only. Professional versions for HR professionals, coaches, or therapists are available. For more information, visit the website archprofile.com. Thank you so much for staying with me during this test. See you next time. Bye.